This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
It's time for spring football, and we're here inside the trophy room with head coach Mark Farley. And Coach, last time we talked with you is the football playoff time, but let's talk about what's been going on. I know you had an outstanding recruiting class, and now time to really focus on the upcoming year. The schedule's set, and a lot of guys are here chomping at the bit. They've been working out in the weight room, ready to get going on what's coming in the fall next year.
Well, there's a lot of youth in this season, in this schedule, in this personnel that we have. So right now we're working a lot of things through our staff, our team, and really isolated on this spring as a season for us, because we have to create game situations now if we're going to be prepared for the fall.
Now, last year was an outstanding year. Do you feel like the youth learned from some of that great senior class?
You hope they did, but every year it brings something different to the table. It brings a new schedule, new challenges, but also it brings a lot of energy because of when you add some people onto your staff and create some new things, that brings a lot of energy, as well as the players. So it kind of brings that added excitement, as well as the stress of getting them prepared for the first game.
Going to have a new offensive coordinator. Just talk about maybe what Panther fans might see with maybe different style of play on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, we have, what we did was when we lost Coach Verduzco, it was a good opportunity for us to really look at what we're doing and moving forward, what's the best way to move forward with the type of player that we can recruit from our region. And so we went ahead and Coach Solomon is still the assistant head coach for the offense, and then Joe Davis will be our offensive coordinator calling the plays. And then we've added two other coaches on offense with Ben Barkema, who was at Missouri State previously, an old Iowa State grad, and then as well as Jason Ray, who came out of Oklahoma State. So Rick Nelson is the other assistant on that side. So that's really created a lot of fun in the staff rooms as far as a different turn on things over the past 15 years. It's different, and it makes it exciting. Well,
the number one strength of the football program for about ever has been the defense. What do you like about the defense?
Well, the defense is that it has to win football games for us, and we have to have a quality plan, we have to have quality coaches, and we have to have great players. And the players have made the defense work, and right now we'll lean on our secondary. I think we got an exceptional secondary in our corners and our safeties right now. We'll have to regroup and redefine our linebacker core. And the defensive line is, since we played so many of them, there's a lot of game experience there in the front. So I think the linebackers will be the connecting point that we really have to bring up to speed.
What do you hope to accomplish during the spring? I know it's very important to get ready heading into the summer.
The key to the spring will be, one, getting a full season of reps underneath the belt of our offense. There's going to be error, and it's not going to be perfect, so you have to make an error to be able to correct an error. And so we have to get through that very quickly so we can get to during our two-day camp, and within those 28 practices have a second season. And then when we hit our true season, we'll be 3 times through. It'll be the 3rd time through, and hopefully that's where we'll be able to perform.
What do you like about what you saw from the guys' dedication in the weight room, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting ready to go?
Well, Jed does an exceptional job with our players. There's so much consistency there over all the years, from start to finish, is what we do in the weight room. And it's your players that make schemes work. I mean, we can draw all day, but unless you have the players that are strong enough and fast enough to execute, that's the key to the season. So we put a lot of emphasis there, put emphasis into our leadership programs that we go all winter long with through Coach Pop and Coach Lynch, and then added one other coach on defense, O'Lighton, is now on, actually a young man out of Cal Poly who added to our defensive staff. So yeah, we're up and running, and a lot of things are going on.
Signed a great recruiting class. Not all of them are here, obviously, but the guys that are here, why is that a huge advantage to plug them in and get them going right away?
Well, there's some guys here right now. I think there's 5 new additions to this spring. They need the reps to find out what they can do, because to be able to play, you got to be able to understand where you're going. And then I'm looking forward to bringing in the freshmen, because there are probably 2 or 3 that can play for us right now. And yet I think there's another junior college player or 2 or a transfer that could help us as well. So there's still players to be added. Like I said, a lot of things are going on.
Yep, spring football game April 24th. Log on to UNIPanthers.com to find out more information. Also, get your season tickets. We got a great schedule, and in 2015, the fall, it looks like an outstanding football schedule for the Panthers. Coach, finally, before we close, David Johnson and some of the guys had a pro day. We have a feature coming up on David. Why is that going to be exciting to see how that all works itself out in a couple weeks here?
Well, one, David and Xavier Williams are two that are talking about draft, but David is one that has been the lead person in this as far as being recognized. Right now he's ranked as high as the second round by some people. Who knows? Yeah. The thing of it is that you're seeing the players that were developed through our program, through the weight room, through the coaches, through our university. You're seeing they're going out the door and what they're ranked as, or where they're falling in place with everybody else that they're compared to in that same 5-year time period. So exciting for David, exciting for us, but we only wish him the best. I mean, it'll be a great day for him, and he's moving on, and he's the first guy to put on the University of Northern Iowa logo when he goes to these events too. So we're proud of him and looking forward to see how he does.
Great ambassador for UNI. Well, we'll check in with you at the end of spring drills. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
That feature on David Johnson coming up next here on Panther Sports Talk.